One of the things that I don't like about the craft, sort of mainstream crafts that you see in like craft magazines, is that they'll encourage you to go out and you've got to buy all these different materials, and it pushes the cost up. And I think that really a lot of crafts that people do themselves should be things that's affordable with things they've got already rather than specialist equipment.
It's quite instinctive, I think, for me to just use what's available and what's there rather than going out and buying new things. I'm always, I think, just a real waste, not person. Because there's not that wide variety of new fabric, and it's much more interesting. I always found to use second-hand materials and finding unusual things, just being different, I think.
Originally I'm a textile designer, but have always moved into, well, working with rubber, silicone and plastics and things like that. And I built up a relationship with a silicone company that manufacture mostly gaskets and washers, for industrial purposes obviously. And when I then went on to study my ME, I wanted to gain a lot more experience about materials and learn about the manufacturing process, and I thought it was the best idea to go and work there. So I was a factory girl and was rooting around in their skip and found all this fantastic waste and saw potential, and they thought I was crazy, but I took it away and played with it, and I knew I wanted to play around with light, and it was just a perfect combination.
If you've got some old fabric or an old pillowcase that's ripped or something, you know, it's got other uses, and it's going to save you money by not having to go and buy something. You can actually just reuse that. Obviously the other side of the coin there is you're not going to, instead of throwing something away, you've found another use for it, and that's just a good thing because it reduces waste. So you know, there's lots of benefits, but my favourite one is the money saving.
It just makes people feel good, I think, about spending their money as well, when they know it's not going into some mass-produced item and the money just seems to disappear. They actually see that it's helping someone reuse what is already there, which I think is really on people's minds at the moment.
The cheapest way for them to manufacture a gasket or a washer or a valve cover is to have a strip of silicone and punch out. So basically half of the material is then wasted. To discover how much waste there is and that it just gets landfilled instead of recycled, then obviously that drove me to find a use for it when I thought it was so special anyway. And now it's just become a kind of obsession of mine to promote this fantastic material and make people aware of the implications of industrial waste, because it's something that people don't think about. Yes, you think about waste in the home, domestic waste, you think of glass and plastic and newspapers that you can recycle, but this really isn't something that people are aware of, and I really want to make people aware of it.